Are you looking for a direct pathway to Canadian permanent residence and you are open to living in a smaller but welcoming town or a rural community? Then this video is for you. Welcome to the channel where we bring you moving abroad opportunities. Today, we'll be looking at Canada's Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program, RCIP. The RCIP offers permanent residence to skilled workers who want to work and settle in rural communities in Canada. There are 14 communities selected for this immigration program. The communities are Pictou County in Nova Scotia, North Bay in Ontario, Sudbury in Ontario, Timmins in Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, Thunder Bay in Ontario, Steinbach in Manitoba, Altoona Rhineland in Manitoba, Brandon, Manitoba, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Charlesholm, Alberta, West Kootenay, British Columbia, North Okanagan, British Columbia, and Peace Lade, British Columbia. Before we get into the details, if you have not subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe and help support the channel so that we can bring you more of such informative videos. So these 14 communities have shown they can support and benefit from skilled migrants. The communities will approve certain employers to hire for jobs that they can't fill with local workers. To apply for permanent residence through the Rural Community Immigration Pilot, you must have a valid job offer from a designated employer in the community. You must have at least 1 year of related work experience in the past 3 years. You have to prove your language ability by taking an approved language test. You must have your Canadian educational credential. You must prove that you have enough money to support your transition and family transition into the community. Get a job offer. So each community has designated certain employers to make job offers. Check the community's websites to see the list of designated employers. After that, you have to get a community recommendation once you get a job offer. Once you have a valid job offer from a designated employer, they will send your community recommendation application directly to the community to review. Communities will check to make sure your job is in the priority sector or occupation and the offer is real. You meet all the requirements for the pilot. If they decide to recommend you, you can then apply for permanent residence. Apply for permanent residence. After you have received the community recommendation, you can now apply online for your Canadian permanent residence. So you go to the PR portal and you create an account. Ensure that you get all your forms and documents ready. Please note, all applicants who are residing within Canada must have a valid temporary residence status at the time of application and must continue to hold a valid status in Canada until they receive their PR. So at the time of making this video, the following communities have released their list of occupation, and some of them have also released their list of designated employers. First on my list is Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie is allocated 300 posts for the RCIP in 2025. So when you get to their website, this is the priority sectors that they have selected: health, education, law and social, community and government services, sales and services, manufacturing and utilities. So check this website frequently because they keep updating it. So update May 8th as 2:30. We have reached our cap for dining restaurants and will not be able to designate any request submitted after May 8th. So update June 3rd. We have reached our cap for designated hiring security supervisors. So these are some of the things. So you have to be active frequently checking the websites of the communities to see what's going on. Interested in applying for this uh, program, the main steps that you have to follow, right, is do your research on the community and choose your top 2 to 3 communities. Sign up for email alerts so that you are notified once they post an update. Check the community's priority occupations to ensure that your NOC, your national occupation category, is on their list. Find and find a designated employer who is actively recruiting or hiring. And then, lastly but not the least, apply for the job to the job with a Canadian style resume. Going back to our review on Sault Ste. Marie, when you come to rural community immigration pilot applicants, so there's a list of the eligibility, what they are looking for. So the eligibility criteria, first, the eligibility: have a valid job offer from a designated employer in the community, have at least 1 year work experience in the past 3 years, prove your language ability by taking an approved test similar to what the federal is requesting, have a Canadian education credentials evaluated, have enough money. Then recommendation from the community. The community will decide who to recommend based on your intent to live in the community, your job offer in the community, and the economic needs of the community, your work experience and skill set, your ties to the community. So when you come to the bottom of the page here of Sault Ste. Marie, they have the list of designated employers. So when you click here, designated employers, okay, you will see the list of them here. So they've listed all these companies. So do a research on all the companies and see which companies fit your skills, right? Your skill set. And then see if the company is actively hiring. Once they are actively hiring, then you can submit your resume. And once your resume is picked, you may attend the job interview. And once you attend the job interview and you are successful, then they will recommend you for the community recommendation. And once you get the community recommendation, you will then apply for your PR. So let's take a look at Brandon, Manitoba. So Brandon, Manitoba Economic Development Brandon, right? RCIP. So you come to this website here, okay? So they have their priority list, and then on this website they also have list of designated employers. So you see the list of designated employers and this the list of their priority. So let's look at the priority sector that they are looking at. So Brandon is looking at health sector. So they are looking at nurses, nurse aid, orderlies, and patient service associate, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses, licensed practical nurses, general practitioners and family physicians, specialists in surgery, specialists in clinical and laboratory medicine, dentists, trade and transport, construction trades helpers, laborers, plumbers, welders, and related machine operators. Okay? So, and then the tier level and the minimum language requirement is all listed here on their website. So take your time, go through the website. The trades, they have plumbers, carpenters, heavy duty equipment. They have mechanics, heating, refrigeration, and air conditioning mechanics, painters and decorators. Okay, so take a look, take time, come through the website. Natural and applied science civil engineers, mechanical engineers, okay, early childhood educated and assistant. So these are the priority list for Brandon, Manitoba. Let's go back to, we want to see the list of designated employers. So they have the list of their designated employers already here. So when you come, you will see them. They have the Prairie Mountain Health. Ensure that you read this information here. I cannot make this video too long, so please read all the information. Another community that you may want to take a look at is Pictou County. They've also brought their priority list. They are looking for people in business, finance, and administration, health, occupation, sales and services, trade, transport, equipment operators, manufacturing. And you look at the occupations here that they have listed, right? Accounting technicians and bookkeepers, data scientists, cybersecurity specialists, business specialists, data database analysts, and data administrators. So pharmacy technicians, pharmacy, restaurant and food service managers. You see the list is here. So Pictou County in Nova Scotia have also brought their list. So wood working machine operators, other wood processing machine, rubber processing machine operators. These are all here for Pictou County. Do your research on the community and select one or two of the communities. Sign up for their email alerts so that you are notified when there's an update. And check the priority occupations. Okay. Find the designated employer. Your resume, very important. But before you come to all this, make sure that you have done your language assessment. Okay. You have done the language test is valid for 2 years. Your educational assessment is also valid for 5 years. So please note, RCIP is not like the express entry that you put in your application and you chill. Okay, this is a very active program. You must be very active. If they are not selected for the month, keep checking for the following month. Keep checking for the following month. Keep checking for the following month, because every time there's an update. Okay, it's a very active program. So be consistent and apply month after month, month after month. Okay, so I hope I've been able to help someone achieve their moving to Canada dream. If this presentation has been helpful to you, please share so that someone may also benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. This is the Captain. Adios.